Welcome back. This is John and I'm in Premiere Elements, and I'm excited to tell you about a new feature called Auto-Reframe, first introduced in this version, Premiere Elements 2022. So we have this little button here called Auto-Reframe. Before showing you Auto-Reframe, I want to first show you the new Project Dialog, which is found under the File menu. So clicking on File, New Project will bring up the new Project Dialog, and you can see that we have all these automatic presets for landscape, and clicking on the drop-down menu after selecting landscape, we have these various aspect ratios, and the same for the others. Today I'm going to make a square video to upload to Twitter. So selecting square, I'm going to select 720 by 720, which is perfect and optimized for viewing on Twitter. We have this new little chat box here, which I'm going to check, and it says force selected project settings. So that means that the 720 by 720 aspect ratio for the canvas will be applied across the entire timeline. If you want to see the old project settings, just simply go to More and View All Presets, and there you have all the old settings which you are familiar with. But I really like this new Project Dialog, and it works really well with the new Auto-Reframe. So changing it back to square, which is the setting that I want, and it's confirmed here 720 by 720 at 29.9 frames per second. I'm going to call this project Baseball, and click OK. And now I'm going to add media by going top left here, clicking Add Media from Files and Folder. And in my Documents folder, I have this clip called Ball Game. So I'm going to open that into the media browser and then drag it down onto video 1. And as you can see, the square ratio is respected, and we get the black bars with the with the original aspect ratio in which the video was shot. Now this new Auto-Reframe button here, as I said, if we click that, we will see a little progress bar bottom right, and the Auto-Reframe will be done automatically using Adobe Artificial Intelligence. So let's give it one click and watch the progress bar, and there it is. And you can see what's actually happened is that the Adobe Sensei, which is the artificial intelligence being used, focuses on the main action in your clips and repurposes the video for the chosen aspect ratio. So let's just play and see how it looks. And there we have it, and you can see it does a pretty good job automatically. This would normally take a lot of time to do it manually, either using cropping or rescaling. So let's try another example, and this time I'm going to use multiple clips of different aspect ratios. So going to File, New Project, and waiting for the dialog to appear, and this time I'm going to choose the portrait for viewing on a cell phone, and 9:16 is the best aspect ratio for viewing on a cell phone. It will fill the screen and give the best immersive experience. Again, I'm going to click on Force Selected Project Settings on this project to make sure it applies across the whole timeline regardless of the aspect ratio of the individual clips. I'll leave this as my project. It's no big deal. Click yes to overwrite a previous one which I'd started. And now I'm going to bring in some media. I've already set up a folder in Documents which is called Auto-Reframe, and I have these 3 clips which I'm going to select by shift clicking and then click on Open, and that will bring them into the project bin. So let's just drag the first one down onto video 1, and you can see this is the original, if I move the playhead, the original widescreen version. This second one was actually shot on an iPhone, and so you can see it fills the canvas because we've set the canvas specifically for a phone version in 9:16 aspect ratio. And this third video is from Twitter. It's in a square format. Dragging again the playhead onto that, and you can see the square format from Twitter and the black bars. So what I can do is I can drag a box over these three clips which will select all, and then use the Auto-Reframe button, and the Adobe's automatic artificial intelligence will repurpose every clip into the selected vertical format. I'm just going to turn off the audio, but let's just play it and see what it's done. It's actually done a reasonable job, it looks like it, in repurposing these completely separate clips, all shot at different aspect ratios, into the vertical format for viewing on a cell phone. As you can see, it's pretty good technology, this Adobe Sensei. To do this manually would take a lot of time, a lot of manual keyframing would be involved, and just the click of one button, the Auto-Reframe button, the artificial intelligence repurposes all our clips. One tip is to stack your clips on video 1 and 2, and then they will display creatively on your smartphone. Just an idea to think about. So before going, I just want to show you a couple of other new things. I've just rendered this video, and you can see here that the line has changed from yellow to green, and that will give a smoother playback of the preview. I just want to emphasize that if you want to add text to your video clips, the text will respect the aspect ratio of your overall project. So if I go to general, let's see, title, classic titles, that's general, and use the default text. So I'm going to drag this to video 2. And as you can see, it automatically sizes to the aspect ratio which we selected, 9:16, at the start of the new project. And this also applies to motion titles and to graphics. So that's another new feature in Premiere Elements 2022. I now want to jump to export and share, and we have a few new presets for saving files. We have this new social media tab, and first time you use it, it may need to download some of the presets, but you can say we have similar aspect ratios to the project settings, and we have separate tabs for Vimeo and Facebook and Instagram. If you want to save to your computer or device, again we have similar presets for 4K, HD, etc., and you can tab through those to find more by going backwards and forwards. We have this slider which is very useful for compressing your video. I mean, pushing to the right will actually increase the file size, you can see here, and pushing it to the left will add compression to reduce the file size, and it will optimize the file for viewing on the web for social media, which is a good thing. I've actually found that pushing it right the way to low still gives pretty good quality when uploading to Twitter or Facebook or TikTok, etc. So those are the new export settings in Premiere Elements 2022. I think that's all for now, so I hope you found this useful. I hope it gave you some inspiration, and thanks for watching, and bye bye.